Hey guys, welcome back. Today on The Untidy Artist, I'll be showing you how to make a snow flower fairy. This doll was inspired by the cold, snowy weather that we've been having where I live. This beautiful flower fairy reminds me of ice and frost and snow, and I was really excited with how she turned out. Let's grab some supplies and get started. The first thing you'll need is some silk flowers. I got a variety of different flowers. I have a white flower and a couple of different turquoise flowers in different shades of blue. I wanted to get bigger flowers for a fuller skirt for my doll. It's really just up to you. I like using different petals in the flower for variety. Then you'll need a color of thread for her clothing. I have a couple different colors here. I've got a silver and a turquoise, and these had a metallic tint to them. And then we'll be making a crown for our fairy. So I have some scrapbooking stickers here. These are just rhinestone stickers. I got this pack at the dollar store. I have seen them at a lot of different craft stores in the scrapbooking section. And then we'll be using some glitter spray paint and some Mod Podge glue and some iridescent glitter to decorate her skirt with. And for that we'll need a little paintbrush, some scissors, my trusty glue gun set on low, and then last but not least, you'll need your flower fairy body. Now, to create a basic flower fairy body, please refer to my basic flower fairy tutorial. In this, I go through step-by-step instructions on how to take some thread and a wooden bead and a piece of floral wire and twist it into a doll. So please refer to this video. You can do this by clicking on the link here in the video, or there is a link below in the comments. And click on that. It will go through very detailed instructions in how to create your doll's body. If you're new to flower fairy making with me, please refer to this. It will give you all of the information you need to make your basic doll. So once you have your doll made, let's start creating our snow fairy. So grab whatever thread you'd like to use for her clothing. My daughter's picked out this really pretty silver color. Start by putting a small dab of glue right in the center of your doll by the waist. Wrap the thread around once, taking it through the glue, and then you're going to trim off the excess thread. Now we're going to wrap the thread to create a shirt and a little pair of shorts, or a bodysuit for our doll. So we're going to wrap in an even layer up to right underneath her arms. We're going to wrap in a V to create a top, and then we're going to wrap down to create a pair of shorts. You'll be wrapping in an even layer, just like you did when you created the doll's body. For more detailed basic instructions, please refer back to my basic flower fairy tutorial. And now we are going to create her skirt. So take apart your different flowers that you chose. One thing to pay attention to when you're picking out silk flowers for your doll's skirt, make sure that the flowers you pick don't have a lot of glue holding the petals together. You can see on this flower here that it did have quite a bit of glue that I had to peel off. Sometimes these flowers can be really hard to pull apart also. So that's just one thing to note when you're picking out flowers for your doll's skirt. And I just like to separate them into piles. I don't end up using all of them. And then from that, I just pick a few of the petals and I layer them together. And what I'm doing is just deciding how I want the skirt to lay. So I decided to use just a few of each petal, and I layered them together in different ways until I liked the way that they looked. And you can always fold your flowers in half and hold it up to your doll to see how the skirt will look on your doll. The next step is to take our petals, and we're going to cut an X into the middle of the flower petals, right where the hole in the center is. We do this so that we can slide the petals up around the doll's legs so it will go up to her waist. So just cut a small X in the middle of each petal, and I like to do this in sections. I usually do a couple petals at a time. And then starting with the top layers of your doll's skirt, you're going to slide them up around her waist. And once you have all of the petals on, you want to arrange them in a way that you like the way the petals lay. And then you're going to take little dabs of glue on the front, and I just put a tiny dab of glue in between each layer and kind of pinch it together to hold all of the flowers together. And you'll do that in the front and in the back, just to make the skirt nice and secure on your doll. Now we're going to add some sparkle to her skirt. We want it to look frosty and like snow and ice. So I took some of this iridescent glitter, and it's a big chunky glitter. some Mod Podge glue and a little paintbrush, and I'm just painting some of the Mod Podge glue onto the flower petals. Now this will dry clear, and what this is going to allow us to do is add some of the glitter, and the glitter will stick, the glue will dry clear, and it will just look really pretty and sparkly. So apply the glue anywhere you'd like on your flower's fairy skirt. I decided to do some up around her waist, and then I decided to put some on the petals underneath her skirt, just to make it look kind of frosted underneath. So I painted just the tip of the flower petal and dipped it into my glitter, and that seemed to work really well also. So have fun with this part, add the glitter wherever you'd like it, and then because I wanted my doll to have some extra glitter, I got some of this Glitter Blast Diamond Dust spray paint. It's kind of awesome and very intense glitter, and I just spritzed some of this on her skirt. This part is totally optional. I like how it made her skirt look really frosted and icy. And then the last step is to style our doll's hair. Now the reason we leave this to the very end is we don't want it to get messed up while we're putting her skirt on and creating her clothing. So I always leave this part to the end. And the key with this is to be very patient and to work very slowly. And I like to smooth the thread out with my fingers very carefully. And I pinch the ends of the hair, and we're going to create a loop. So we're going to place our flower fairy face down. We're going to loop the thread up and around and put a big dab of glue on the back of her head, and then we're going to put the ends of the thread onto the glue, creating a big loop that when we smooth down will give us her hair. Ta-da! And like I said, a lot of patience and really spend some time smoothing the thread down. You can style it however you like, put it in a ponytail, leave it down. And then the last step, I found these crystal stickers, and you can find these in so many different places. I've seen them at a lot of different craft stores, and I just took them and created a crown for my flower fairy. So where they were already sticky, I just put them around her head like a crown, and that's it. You are done. This is probably one of my favorite flower fairies I've ever made. I think she turned out just so beautiful and elegant and really embodied the feeling of winter. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments or questions, please post those below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Please check out some of my other tutorials. And thanks again so much for watching. I appreciate your support. See you next time.